Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the recap of day one. I think officially day one of San Diego Comic Con.
Officially.
Yeah. So it is Thursday, July 24th.
Yeah.
And welcome to a very special Apathetic Enthusiasm. I'm assuming this is Apathetic Enthusiasm.
Yeah. It could be.
But the tone is going to feel very Apathetic Enthusiasm.
It could be on. It could be a little bit of both. A little bit.
Yeah,
we can put it on both channels.
We're complicated individuals.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so
we've talked a lot the last 2 days. 2 days.
It's only been 2 days. Yeah.
We've talked a lot the last 2 days. A couple of different things that we've talked about is how do people maintain friendships for decades?
Yeah.
We saw Penn Jillette and Teller Gillette earlier today in the lobby.
Are they married?
I saw them earlier in the lobby of the Hilton, and I said to Travis, I had this thought. I was like, man, how do they've been together for like 50 years performing?
Yeah, their panel was 50 years of magic.
Yeah, how do people stay friends that long?
Distance, I think, is the key.
Magic. Yeah, gotta keep the magic.
Don't have the rights.
Anyway, so this is day 2, but day 1 technically.
First full day.
Yeah.
Yesterday was preview night. Talked about it a little bit, I think, like in our stories. So make sure to follow us. Instagram at Rick and Morty Pod or Apathetic Enthusiasm if you're just seeing this for the first time.
Certainly.
But yeah, today for us started right when the convention started. You had a exclusive ticket for some merch at Mattel.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you buy anything of note?
I did. I bought. You'll see it if you're in San Diego. You'll see this. If you're not, you'll see it everywhere. Which is like Target, Warehouse, Blockbuster Video, where it's a bunch of
Columbia House Records. Are they still offering all those free CDs?
Tenerife Video, which was a video store in La Crescenta that my dad used to go to. But anyways, Jaws. So Jaws, it's big. Jaws is a big deal right now. And so at the Mattel booth, the exclusive was like, it's like a Jaws Hot Wheel, where it's like Jaws, the shark. I don't know if you know that the shark's name is Jaws.
The shark's name is Jaws?
Yeah.
It's not the name of the police officer?
Yeah.
Sheriff Jaws.
Jaws Brody. So and then the boat. So it's Jaws and then the boat, the Orca. So I bought 2 of those because I figured I could, if it's
flip one on eBay.
I could flip one. And then
so if you're interested in a Jaws Hot Wheel,
and then I got the Back to the Future, the DeLorean in the back of the van or whatever.
Oh yeah, from the Twin Pines Mall.
That's right. So I got one of those. So that was my exclusive today. You had exclusives yesterday.
Yes, I had Tamashii Nations, which is a big distributor of action figures. My son is obsessed with action figures, overpriced action figures, in my humble opinion. But he loves to pose them and do all kinds of stuff like that. So I got him some action figures for that you can only get here. So we're excited to get those home for him. But yeah, that was pretty much it.
What would your not so humble opinion be? People say that, like, in my humble opinion, but like, what is your like very like narcissistic opinion?
That's not for public. We'll save that for offline.
Okay.
But let's talk about today. Let's talk about today was really, we did a lot
because we want to make this quick.
Yeah, it's a real quick in and out 30-minute adventure.
Yeah. Some room brews. Make a real
brews. Cheers. Today was all about citrus. We did a lot of outdoor activations. Pretty much after you got your exclusives this morning, we headed outside. The first thing that we had an opportunity to go check out was an Old Spice brand activation, which I still argue is a great idea for Comic-Con to bring free deodorant to the masses.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was out in front of the Hilton Bayfront. We got there pretty early, and it was still kind of overcast, a little cooler this morning.
Cool. Yeah, it was cool.
Chill. It's cool. But they had partnered with the new Superman movie to have a special new flavor of deodorant. How do you do scent? It's not flavored, right?
I did not taste it.
Would not recommend.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Anyway, I will see how these room brews go.
The weekend's still young.
But yeah, a citrus scent.
Yeah, and I mean that was pretty cool. We got to, they had like a pod that had crash landed on Earth, that I guess is what Superman came down in.
Yeah.
Or something.
Like surrounded by Old Spice.
There was a ton of Old Spice in there. It had like a selfie camera in the ceiling of it, so you could like look up and take these unique selfies, and then you pressed a button, and deodorant came out that you could take with you. Then there were some photo ops and some different alternate reality activation things where you can. I think
just
it's
think
like a flip cup game, they said, or something. That to me didn't seem as interesting.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just laughing about like this pod that they have. That you go in there and then they have an iPad on the roof basically, so you tap it and then you smile at the camera like 3 times. Hey, look at me, I'm flying, or something, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
And then, but then like you press the button, and it's like a very chintzy button, and then out pops a thing of deodorant, and I'm like, is this like the fishing game from like when you were a kid? And there's just somebody in the back who's like, or liquor store at night,
like clipping the deodorant onto the,
or like a liquor store at night where you're like.
So it was kind of like a shelf that came out.
Yeah.
And so I think if I was designing the Kryptonian pod deodorant distribution system,
yeah,
I would stack a bunch of deodorant in some sort of
like a reverse Pez
vessel. Exactly, reverse Pez. So as it comes out and pushes the deodorant out, you take said deodorant, it slides back in, deodorant falls down, ready for the next.
I'm guessing
patron.
Penn and Teller helped design that.
Yeah.
Magic.
They're a running theme too. But yeah, it was cool. We got to go see that. I mean, they gave us some free pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's fun.
It's fun. It's fun. Yeah. We got in there. We were part of like the press preview, and we got in there. We waited a fairly long time to go in there and do it, and the kind of thought that we had as we left was, oh yeah, if we waited in a long ass line for this normally, we probably would have been mad.
There's a lot of these fan activations all around the convention center. The cool thing about them is you don't need a badge for it. You don't have to have actual access to Comic-Con for most of them.
Yeah.
But what that does mean is people, if they're local and they want to come down and sort of participate, there's just more people at these things. So some of these get a really long line.
Yeah.
Last year, my son and I waited over 3 hours for one of these, despite me trying to talk him out of it. And not just because I'd already done it.
Right.
But yeah, so we've gotten to thankfully work with some of these activations, and they've let us go and do like a press preview early. So we're talking about them now. We're holding up our end of the bargain.
That's right.
What was the second one that we did? Well, because we went from there
to the Voodoo. We went there to the Pirate Purdy for the Adult Swim because we wanted to get there to be one of the 700 people to get a vinyl figurine from Smiling Friends. But we got there like an hour early, and then we're friends and family.
Feels like there was something else that we did before that. That wasn't...
No, we stopped there first.
That's right.
And then we found out we're friends and family, and then we could basically skip the line, get to the front. And then we're like, let's check out the Voodoo Ranger.
Yeah, Voodoo Rangers for the last... Well, I mean, I don't know how many years they've been doing it, but every year that we've been here, they rent out a pirate ship, essentially.
Yeah.
That's docked right there behind the convention center. and it's totally dressed up like a pirate ship. They have a little bar in there, so you can go hang out on the pirate ship. It's like a 30-minute time limit.
Yeah.
So they say. Nobody's clocking.
No one's really checking. Yeah.
And get Voodoo Ranger brews and hang out
and when we were driving down here, I was like, we were talking about things we wanted to do. I'm like, I want to get on the Voodoo Ranger ship this year, and we did. So that was after the Pirate Purdy, stopping by friends and family. Let's go there. We had a beer. We got some koozies. We got
right.
some headbands.
You have a little pirate hat. Do you still have that somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
They gave me a little pirate. Well, the bartender was like, "Do you want?" I was like, "Can I get a sticker?" He's like, "Since you asked so nicely," he's like, "Do you want this little pirate hat thing too?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course."
And then I said, "Can I get a sticker?"
He said,
like,
"No."
Just kidding.
He was joshing.
Real kidder.
Yeah, those Voodoo Rangers.
And I was like, "Can I have your bar mat?" He said, "Get off the boat." None of that happened.
But from there,
that was cool.
Yeah.
And then back to the Pirate Purdy.
That's right.
And so we were at the press event for Adult Swim last night. Those preview events are awesome because it gives us a chance to go try a lot of this stuff, film some video, which I'm sure you will see in the near future. And there's not like a whole crowd. There's not a lot of people, so it's quick for us to be able to go and check that stuff out.
Yeah.
The thing that it lacks is all of the fans, all the people that are there participating in it. Not all of the booths and things are fully set up, so it was nice to be back there as they kick off for the first time really to the public. And I mean, fans were coming in. They're excited about the vinyl figures, obviously. But then like the tattoo station, that was something that was it's got his Ricks and Morty's on his arms.
I'm like, do I want those tattoos actually?
It was. Is that something you're thinking about now?
Now I
am,
because I'm like, oh, it's actually kind of cool.
All right.
Anyway,
so that was going on.
It's a different vibe. It is a way different vibe. The preview night it's a handful of press people, nerds like us, who are like, we don't want to pretend like we're excited for anything, and then you actually have the people who we're fans of all these shows, but you people who waited in line for like 2-3 hours just so they could be up at the front so they can get one of these vinyl figures, and they get in there and they're super excited, and so the energy is way different, and then I'm getting my airbrushed Rick and Morty paintings on me, and then as that's happening, the people who've recorded me
when you brought the golden Rick
when
head.
I brought the golden Rick head, they're like, "All right, ooh, say wubba lubba dub dub," and I'm like, let's do performance. I got a performance.
I have to be on now. Okay.
I gotta be. So.
But I suspect you will be on cable television or at least their socials. In the near future.
At the very least. So then after that, from there we hung out for a little bit. Then we moved on to what was next, which was Arlen, Texas.
That's right.
For the King of the Hill.
We drove for 24 hours. Hulu this year, instead of doing a third straight year of Animayhem, they have taken their same patch of real estate and have really leaned into the reboot of King of the Hill, which is coming in August. I think so. to Hulu. The characters have grown some more. Bobby's like an adult, like a young adult now.
Yeah, he's a chef.
I didn't catch that from the trailer, but was that his food that we ate?
Yeah, because he was no. Well, because he was putting like a little piece of parsley on a dish in the preview.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah. So instead of doing all of like the Hulu animation, it was a whole area that was themed just around King of the Hill. So you get in there. There's a couple of games. There's an Alamo sort of like beer pong thing with these giant beer cans that you could throw bean bags into.
Yeah.
And then you could win. What is
an apron?
No, that was a can koozie.
You could win a koozie and an
then
apron.
the boot toss where you're like throwing rings around a boot, which I failed before he tells you I failed at it.
It was close though.
You didn't even try, so you failed because you didn't try.
Because the line was too long when we went back to it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You could win an apron. So I don't know if I really lost. But then they were doing custom hats, custom like trucker hats, where you could like pick out your patch, pick out your color, and make a custom.
And that wasn't a game. That was free.
Yeah, they
so
just gave out those hats.
after you get through the line, they gave you 2 tickets. They gave you a ticket for food, and they gave you a ticket for a hat. And then they didn't take my ticket for the hat, so I technically could have got a second hat, but then I didn't want to wait in the line again. And like, do I really need another hat? No, I don't need another hat. I'm not going to stand through. Maybe I will. Well, I can get another ticket if I stood in line again. So no, I'm fine with the hats. Yeah, it was that was cool. The barbecue it's just like a little tray of mac and cheese, some coleslaw, and a little wiener.
Tiny piece of smoked sausage.
Little tiny wiener.
A couple little pieces of like. It wasn't tri-tip. It was like. Was it brisket? Was it brisket? I think it was brisket.
I think it was brisket. Yeah.
It was serviceable. It wasn't. I would say it was.
It wasn't good. It was
in
mass produced.
Mass produced. Free. It was free.
Yes.
And I would argue, in theme park terms, it was more of a snack size than like a full meal.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice to kind of hold us over until we went and had an actual lunch a little bit later.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And that's we went to the Hilton where we're charging some devices. And I'm like, well, we got about an hour and a half to get to the Alien activation, which we had passes for. So we're like, let's get some food. And then we did, and we saw Penn and Teller.
Yeah, they in the restaurant, same room as us.
Yeah. Tell you what,
they made that food disappear.
They're such good magicians. The other magic trick that we saw was Penn basically skipped the wait and just walked in to eat.
We don't know that he didn't get a text.
No, you're right, but that's why it's sleight of hand. You don't know.
It's misdirection. Lunch was good. Recommend whatever the restaurant is down in.
We recommend just eating food.
You should eat.
This
and,
is not
and
really...
hydrate. Yeah. This is not a restaurant review podcast.
But so then after that, we went to the Alien activation, and so Alien Earth is the show that's coming out on Hulu or FX soon. So it's basically a kind of like a story-driven maze after a certain point in time. So at 4:30, it turns into the wreckage, red alert, and so all throughout the day, it's not really story-driven. It's just kind of like you walk through photo opportunities.
Yeah.
But at night, and I say night loosely because it started at 4:30, then it's like actors who are like leading the way. They're like, there's a story like, no, you need to hurry up. Oh, the aliens are loose, and it's kind of cheesy, but the actors are good. They really leaned into their roles.
Yeah.
What I would say is if it's dark, then I think it would be better.
So let's set the scene here. I'm not a horror person. I'm not a haunted house person. Typically steer away from those types of entertainment. Brandon's like, hey, I want to do this alien activation thing. I was like, sure, let's do it. Like, I know you're literally wearing an alien shirt right now. So like, I know this is something you'd be super into. Let's go do it. Brandon signs us up. We get into line, and like a very short line because we went through the press entrance. And you're like, oh yeah, like it's scarier at night or something. And then like the lady that was working the line was like, oh yeah, it's terrifying, and like I totally crap my pants like last night. I can't wait to hear people screaming in there. And I was like, did I just sign myself up for like a horror nights like walk through haunted house?
Yeah.
So I was stressed for a moment. That was nothing. Now, mind you, it was 4:30. It was daylight out still, and a lot of the encounter is outside. So I think, like you said, if it was nighttime, if if it was dark outside as well.
Yeah.
I would be really interested to see what it looks like.
Because on like on the outside, I don't quite know what the story of Alien Earth is yet, right? But you're basically, it's a wreckage. This company called the Prodigy has hired people to help clean up the wreckage, parts of this ship that has crashed, and so there's outside parts where there's like different crates of where there's different creatures.
Alien eggs.
Alien
were
eggs
in
all over
there,
the place,
yeah.
and I'm pretty sure they're gonna glow in the dark at some point in time. They gave us a flash. Everybody gets a flashlight, like a little pen flashlight.
Yeah, it's like a little blacklight flashlight. They gave us a little access badge. I keep going to go to like
Oh, do your
talk about a badge, and then my mic's right there, and I'm like, oh shoot.
And so there's part of the immersion with the flashlight is they're like, oh no, we gotta find where the battery for Mother is. The Mother being the computer on the spaceship, and then somebody finds it. It's got a little, highlighter on there. It's like, oh, take that out there. If it was dark, and all this stuff is kind of glowing around you, it makes sense that it would be more thrilling.
It felt to me for the first probably like 90% of it closer to like an escape, a really easy escape room that actors were kind of rushing you through because there's hundreds of other people behind you that also want to do the escape room.
Yeah.
Right up until like the last room, and I couldn't fully tell, like that hallway, that the fuselage that we walked through seemed like it was supposed to be kind of scarier. I couldn't tell if there was really anything in there though.
Is it when we got
right before the last room?
Okay. Yeah, there was supposed to be like acid dripping from the ceiling and stuff.
I felt it towards the end.
Yeah. I think it was supposed to be like that the entire time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe that. Because there was like some stuff on the wall where I almost like didn't know if like stuff was supposed to be moving on the wall,
or if it was just windy outside.
It could have been that as well. But then the last room, it was, fun little jump scare.
Did you jump?
No, and I think I have video evidence to prove it. But I was able to video it, so hopefully we'll get a video out pretty soon for that as well. But yeah, it was cool, and then they gave us some swag as well.
That's right.
We got a little trading pin. They do a video of the room, so
that's right. I think I've got that. I've got that.
Get
downloaded.
A link to watch that, and then little cans of a citrus beverage.
Citrus beverage.
Yeah, so citrus beverage. It was citrus scented deodorant. We had non-alcoholic cocktails at Adult Swim that were citrus flavored.
Yeah, at night. Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are pretty good. Those are mocktails. Those are citrus mocktails. Pretty decent, I would say. So we went back after the alien thing. We went back to. Oh no!
There's two important things.
Two more. I'm missing something.
Yeah.
So we right after Alien Earth, we went to catch Hall H. So we got to Hall H. We made our way in.
This is I would say this is an achievement unlocked for us in terms of San Diego Comic-Con, because it is not officially the first time we've been in Hall H. We won the tickets to see Deadpool and Wolverine last year. We almost missed it, even though we got the tickets for it, because of what a huge cluster that process was.
Yeah.
But we've kind of steered away from Hall H in our last two times at Comic-Con, just because it's this daunting thing. It's a room with 6,500 seats, but people literally camp out overnight, sleeping outside the convention center for a chance to get into the panels in this room. And that's just not something we ever want to do. So
yeah, we don't want to do it. And also we come here because we have stuff that we want to do and cover, and sometimes we have interviews and we have fan activations and we have this stuff, and balancing that, all of those things we have to do with, well, we got to wait in line for a couple hours for something we don't know if we're even going to get into.
And we're not like a big news outlet that can hire a person to go like
sit
Hey,
there
just
for
go
us.
sit in this line for 3 hours
Yeah.
or overnight.
We
so-
only get 2 press passes.
That's right.
It's just the two
Yeah.
of us. So we went to Hall H, and what we first saw was the Toxic Avenger panel. So the Toxic Avenger, the new one, it's being remade, starring Peter Dinklage and Elijah Wood and Peter Tremblay, directed by Macon Blair. They were all there. The actress, I don't remember her name, and then Lloyd Kaufman, the founder of Troma,
That's right.
was there. So that was an interesting little panel.
It was fun.
It started slow.
It
I
did.
think it started slow and kind of awkward, and
We got into it a couple minutes late. There was a video by Kevin Bacon
Yeah,
that was
that's
going
right. Because he's in it too. Yeah.
But he couldn't be there. So I think we had just missed like the panel introductions of having them all come out.
Yeah.
And then there's a Kevin Bacon video that we walked in on. And then kind of some slow Q&A. The moderator was asking some questions to the different panel.
Yeah.
Called
Said that Peter Dinklage was
a tyrant.
a tyrant, and I didn't know if he was referring to Tyrion Lannister
Or
or if he was referring to Elf. They didn't call him a tyrant in Elf, did they?
no, I don't think so. I
Yeah.
think somebody just called that out from the crowd. Like, because Peter Dinklage was confused. It's
Yeah.
like, when did I ever play a tyrant? And somebody in the crowd was like, Elf. And then, which was funny because then during the fan Q&A, someone dressed as Buddy the Elf was like the first or second person to ask a question. So there's a funny exchange there. The other really funny thing is panel of very talented actors and, probably a collective century
Yeah.
of film
They've
experience.
they've achieved a lot in their time in this world, in this industry.
Like the first 4 questions were all directed specifically at Peter Dinklage to the point where he was like getting frustrated and was like telling people, "Don't say it, don't say this question's for Peter." Somebody I think
Lord
came
of the-
up with a new question.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
What about Lord of the
Have you
Rings?
guys seen that movie? Have you guys seen that one? But that
Eternal,
was cool.
it's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, huh?
Hmm?
Huh?
Anybody?
Blue Ruin, huh?
Entertaining panel. I think they did show a clip from the new Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
It's you can find it online. They released it online right after they showed it in the panel room. But it is the scene where Peter Dinklage turns into the titular Toxic Avenger.
That's right. So I look forward to seeing that unrated in theaters. I don't think Dexter's allowed, but we'll try. I don't know.
We also got, we got tickets, not to the movie, to go and exchange the tickets for an exclusive poster.
Exclusive
So
poster.
exclusive. We just have to walk over to the right hotel while it's open to get that.
Yeah.
But then, so we're enjoying some air conditioning. We're in Hall H, and the last panel in there of the night was a Comedy Central adult animation panel.
Right.
And really, like, at first we were like, well, we'll leave because we just were in there for Toxic Avenger. And then looking at that lineup, you had Trey Parker, Matt Stone
From South
from South Park, which came out like when we were in high school. So like, what they 27
Yeah.
years that show's
Yeah.
been on or
Yep.
something.
Yep. 27
Um,
seasons. This is 27.
And then Andy Samberg, who is
Yeah.
in his second season
Digman.
of Digman, and then Mike Judge.
Mike Judge. Yeah.
Yeah, who also was doing animation when we were children.
Yes. Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead.
we
we talked about King of the
That
Hill.
was elementary school. Yeah.
But yeah, so Beavis and Butthead is back if you're not tracking that, and all of these are animation shows that are on Comedy Central. I thought it was an entertaining panel. It was very much just Q&A with the panel moderator, and they didn't do any fan Q&A.
No.
There was. It felt like the moderator had structured all of his questions to really talk about the longevity of adult animation and like really like 30 years of South Park, 30 years of Beavis and Butthead,
2 seasons of Digman.
seasons of Digman.
The second season, which just came out.
And Sandberg really like leaned into that halfway through the panel, where he's just like, I don't even know why I'm here. Like, I don't think I'm supposed to be on this panel. But they did a good job of like incorporating his time on SNL and his experience. I thought it was cool that they kind of paralleled how the production schedule for South Park is so
I like
short,
that.
and that they basically make those shows within a week. And that's very similar to SNL, and where it's a tight structure, and they really just have to come up with something funny before Saturday.
Yeah, I'm always interested with Parker and Stone when they're talking about their production of South Park, and how just loose they are with doing it. How stressful it has to be to come up with new ideas basically the week of that you're doing it.
Yeah, they had just released what is apparently a very controversial South Park to kick off the new season on Wednesday night, the night before, and then they're in the panel talking about how they didn't know what next week's episode was going to be about.
Yeah, they're like, literally, it's Thursday. We don't know what we're showing next week.
Yeah. So it'd be very interesting to see what that episode ends up being, and then
what I thought was interesting on Mike Judge's part was not a mention of King of the Hill, and I was like, is he being told not to talk about that? Like, don't bring that up in this panel.
Maybe just because it's on a different network. Or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. So I wasn't sure about that, but yeah, Beavis and Butthead, Mike Judge, Office Space, Idiocracy. They were saying he was a prophet. He's like, I mean, that's cool, but also I'm not super happy that
that I was right about as much as I was right about.
Yeah. Soft-spoken dude. He doesn't. He made a joke like at drawing when he was a kid, and then, you know, to avoid socializing with people. And you can kind of see that just like he would like trail off after he gives his initial stuff.
Yeah.
So, but you know, for being so influential, they joked about what it's like to be recognized. Are they recognized? And Mike Judge is like, I have a normal face, so people don't recognize me. And Andy Samberg's like, I can't relate to this at all. I get swarmed here.
It was really funny. I was glad we ended up staying in there to watch that for a while, and then once that was over, that was the end of our scheduled things. So I misread an email, thinking that I read what they did at the Adult Swim Pirate Party last year. So we decided to swing by, #Friends and Family. And also there was no line at the time we went.
Yeah.
But it was, they were doing a Robot Chicken, 20th anniversary special. I hesitate to call it a panel, but they were on stage, Seth Green,
Breckenmeyer, Donald guy from Scrubs, and then some other lady from Scrubs showed up.
What's her name? Is it Beth? Sarah Chalk.
Beth Smith. Yeah,
that was the highlight. If I'm being honest, is we had just gotten in there. The chaotic panel had already started, and then Sarah Chalk runs out and starts firing a T-shirt cannon, which was very entertaining. She seemed to really like the T-shirt cannon, by the way. And then we hung out for a little bit longer. You got some churro flavored popcorn. We had those mocktails. And then
we listened to Seth Green do his Seth Green stuff.
It was so chaotic. It was
the Mr. Beast crew was there.
Yeah, Carl and another guy. The only reason I know Carl, like my kid watched Mr. Beast, and he always talked about Carl. So from the Minecraft videos. Is where I see
It's just which is super weird. But yeah, like talking about the chaos of it, like Breckenmeyer gets up, like they have their microphones, but then they like stand up and then they're going all across the stage, and then they're like then Seth Green stands up, but he kind of sometimes he reminds me of Malibu's Most Wanted, like Jamie Kennedy, the way he talks sometimes. And it's just like the panel moderator was there, and he was just kind of like every once in a while trying to like rein it in.
I think he had just given up hope, like especially by the time we left. He's like, all right, these guys are just doing whatever they want. They had a barrel full of Funko Pops that they were throwing out into the crowd.
Yeah.
So anytime one of them got bored, they would just get up and interrupt everything to just start throwing merch into the crowd.
Yeah.
And then they were playing their favorite clips from 20 Years of Robot Chicken. Some good clips in there, but yeah, it was just, it's kind of like a weird vibe. And so yeah, we were like, this is good. We
did it.
We said hi to a couple folks, and then we're like, well, we'll be back here tomorrow.
We'll see you. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
We'll see you with a different energy. Tomorrow's energy is going to be, we've got a Smiling Friends panel. We've got Haha You Clowns, which is a show that we haven't seen, but I'm sure we'll understand more of tomorrow. And then there's the Rick and Morty Season 8 panel.
Rick and Morty, huh?
Yeah.
We should check that out.
We should. And there's also, tomorrow night, there's a Friday the 13th panel.
Oh, that's right.
I did also went to the Roosevelt's, the Results shop, and got I wasn't gonna get a new shirt. This is the Roosevelt's brand, by the way. The shirt is on the shirt.
Yeah, not a sponsor. But if you wanna be,
I wasn't gonna get a shirt, but then I saw the Jason Masks shirt, which is they're not selling in the stores anymore. I'm like, well, damn it. I guess yeah. So anyway, that's tomorrow as well.
We're gonna spend a lot of time in the Hilton Bayfront Indigo Ballroom for lots of panels, and then really fun
script
night.
read.
Yeah, so they're doing a live script read out at the Adult Swim activation tomorrow night. We have to be there for that.
We have to.
Super excited. So yeah, tomorrow should be a lot of fun. Hopefully a little bit more air conditioning throughout the day.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna get a badass nap tomorrow in the Indigo. That's why I'm drinking all these room brews now.
Room brews. Yeah. Sounds like we make it in our bathtub in the hotel room. But yeah, I think really successful, really fun, citrusy day for day one at Comic-Con, and yeah, excited for tomorrow. So
yeah.
Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. See you tomorrow. Thanks for following us on social media, mostly the Rick and Morty podcast.
Yeah, that's the place to be for most of the content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the me filming Travis while he's not paying attention to content.
While he's trying to figure out how to use the gimbal again.
Yeah. Why is the gimbal not working? I don't know, gimbal. Why aren't you working?
It seems to be working right now.
Dr. Jack Gimbal.
I don't know. We'll see.
From The Fugitive.
If you're watching this on video, the gimbal worked fine.
You get it?
Yeah.
Dr. Jack Gimbal.
Jack Gimbal. Have you seen this boy?
Inside jokes.
All right, that's it. Until tomorrow, probably, or the next day. We'll see. Tomorrow might be fun. All right, I'm Travis.
I'm Brandon.
I hit my mic again.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.